Welcome back to another pregnancy update video, our last video before baby Suits is here. Super surreal making this video. I can't believe it's our last one, but here we are. Well, I just wanted to recap on the first, second, and third trimesters, what I went through, my experiences. Finally, I get so out of breath. At the end of the video, I want to talk about what has happened these last couple of weeks with our baby and our upcoming surgery that we have planned. So just talking about this is like crazy to me, but I can't believe we're here and we're about to welcome our baby boy. This video is for other first-time moms, for pregnant women, and for me, for memory's sake. So I just wanted to make this so we can all look back at this journey when our baby is here. I say a lot. I guess the first thing I'll do is I'll share what products I used throughout this pregnancy if anyone is interested and cares about what I used on my body. But because I had such bad morning sickness, I couldn't do the pill form of a prenatal. So I chose the Alive prenatal gummies, which I love and will continue to take after pregnancy. But they don't have that much DHA. So on top of that, I am taking a prenatal DHA, which is kind of like a fish oil type pill. So that's easy to take, when you're not feeling that well. But the other prenatals, the ones that you actually swallow, they're pretty hefty and they have this like odor, and I couldn't handle it. So I had to stick with gummies and the easy to swallow capsules. I also started breaking out a lot. Totally hormonal acne, through pregnancy, because of pregnancy. But because you're pregnant, you can't use any of the more effective and, harder stuff on your skin, because anything that you put on your skin goes to your baby. So the only thing I found salvation with, Bare Minerals Pure Transformation Night Treatment, which is just like a really natural powder, almost, that you just rub on your skin at night. And it really helps. It completely helped me. And then I also use the Belief Aqua Bomb Moisturizer in the mornings. So those were the two skin products that I was able to use. The last product that I swear by is the Burt's Bees Mama Bee Belly Butter, which this whole thing lasted me my entire pregnancy, and we made it through with like one stretch mark. So this is awesome. I highly recommend it for you guys. Now I guess we'll go through my experiences and just recap on everything and get to the point where we talk about his delivery this week, which is just insane. God, I feel like I can't breathe. Okay. If you guys watched any of my other videos, you would have seen that and heard that the first trimester was really rough for me. I was getting sick a lot. I couldn't eat. I was breaking out. I was tired. I was moody. On top of that, being a first-time mom, you're just wanting your baby to develop. And it was just a constant worrying, sicky trimester. I was personally worried. I remember that my baby wasn't getting enough nutrients because I was getting sick so often. I was losing weight. Just to reassure you guys that your baby is getting everything that they need through your prenatals and of course through you. They will take what they need from you. If you are getting sick or will get sick in the future, just have that reassurance that your baby is developing and everything will be okay. Sorry, I have to do breath breaks. And we went in for our first ultrasound after I came up positive on our home pregnancy test. The doctor told us that our baby hadn't developed as much as it should have based on how far along we supposedly were. So they scheduled us for a 2-week follow-up ultrasound to see if our baby had developed. And let me tell you, those 2 weeks of waiting were excruciating. I didn't know if this baby was going to develop. I didn't know if I'd be a mom. And of course, all you want is to be a mom. When you find out that you're pregnant, you just want to be excited and happy. And just to have the doctors say something like that was really, really hard. And that was the first obstacle that we faced throughout this pregnancy. I wanted to say for any other moms going through this or being told this by their doctors, that pregnancy is not a perfect science and your baby will develop as it should. It turned out that we were just a couple of days behind and we were really 5 weeks instead of 6 weeks. So something as simple as that was the solution for us. When we went in for that next 2-week ultrasound, he was there, he was a peanut. Do not freak out if this happens to you. Just relax, and you know, everything happens for a reason. To give that advice to you guys. So after we got confirmation that yes, this baby was here, he was developing, the rapid amount of tests began. Blood tests every week, urine tests, ultrasounds. I mean, the first trimester is filled with just a bunch of tests to figure out what we're dealing with, who do we have in here, what to expect when they're born. Is it a boy? Is it a girl? Will it have a birth defect? Will it be healthy? So just prepare yourself for a bunch of tests throughout the first trimester. We chose to have our gender revealed to us at 13 weeks, which is when we were officially out of the first trimester and into the second, just to be safe. You're able to tell the sex of your baby through the chromosome test, which also tests for something like Down syndrome. So that's super cool, is that you get this test at like 8 weeks. And if you wanted, you could know the sex of your baby. So it's just super early now, instead of waiting until, you know, 4 or 5 months when they can see it on the ultrasound. As difficult as the first trimester was, Justin was amazing throughout the entire trimester, you know, going to the market whenever I needed him to, getting me the ginger ale, blue Gatorade, and saltine crackers that I requested. It was really tough, but he was an amazing support system, and just the fact that you're pregnant and you're growing this life gets you through it, and no sickness could be that bad because you have a baby. And throughout this first trimester, I was still bartending. I was actually doing the beverage cart at the golf course. So there was those couple of times where I would have to pull off, throw up, go back in, because you feel good. It's not like you feel like you have the flu. It's just like all of a sudden, wham, okay, I need to throw up. I can't keep this down. After the first trimester at 3 months, I was like, okay, now no more bartending, no more beverage cart. I can't do this anymore. I have this baby and it's becoming apparent. So the second trimester began, and I luckily was able to land an administrator job. Luckily I can't talk. An administrator job at the golf course that I worked at. So I was doing all of the administrator work, which is like a desk job, which completely was wonderful through this pregnancy. I was so fortunate. Second trimester flies by like that because you feel amazing. You feel so much better compared to the first. You have energy, and then you know your bump is becoming apparent, so you feel like a pregnant woman. But then all of a sudden you're in the third trimester, and it's just like everything is way more real. The second trimester for me flew by. I remember being 4, 5, 6 months, just being like, oh, I can't believe I'm 6 months, but all of a sudden I'm 7 months having my baby shower. So if I have any advice, it would be to get the shopping, setups, that kind of stuff done, maybe starting in the second trimester, because once the third trimester comes, I mean, it's seriously like overdrive. I know going through it, it seems like a little bit long, and you're just like, okay, I just want to be here. I just want to meet my baby. But now that I'm literally the week of meeting him, I'm just reflecting, thinking, where did the time go? So it's never enough. So in previous videos, you know, we filmed from our shack. And, you know, when we found out we were pregnant, Justin and I, you know, made the joint decision that we really wanted to bring this baby into a nice home where we could have, you know, a set nursery for him. So we moved into this 3-bedroom house with a backyard for our dogs, and it's been an like amazing adjustment, but I've had so much fun setting up this nursery, which of course will be revealed. It was a big change, but it was definitely something that Justin and I really wanted, and now we're here. When they say that nesting is a deal, let me tell you, it's a deal. As soon as we started moving, I was nesting. And nesting means basically just organizing, cleaning, and getting everything ready for the baby so that if you go into spontaneous labor, you are good to go. My house, let me tell you, is nested. Everything is organized, everything is clean. If I were to go into labor right now, my hospital bags are out the door. So I feel like I'm ready. I finally feel good. I have meals in the freezer ready for us. So I definitely recommend doing that, because it's honestly like a relief, an anxiety relief for moms to know that everything is good and in their place before you welcome a baby into your home. Again, something I would start in the second trimester, because the third trimester, as you can see, you run out of breath really easy. So I baby shower at my mother-in-law's house at 7 months, which was November. Maybe you probably can wait till a little bit later, but because it was November, we had the holidays coming up. We wanted to do it right before the holidays, so we knew that everyone could be there that we wanted there. It was an amazing baby shower. It was little man themed because, you know, we call this guy our little man. And we got lots of goodies for him, lots of stuff. So now that we're in this 3rd trimester, it's a lot of just monitoring him. And you're officially a pregnant woman. You walk with a waddle and you're proud of it. And you have a basketball or a watermelon or whatever you have going on, and you're just happy and pregnant. You know, I didn't have that many symptoms. I'm just growing and large. Being in this 3rd trimester, you really feel, okay, like I'm pregnant. This is real. My baby is coming. 3rd trimester has been my favorite. You go to the doctors, it's just a lot of monitoring, you know, vitals, heartbeat, his heart, you know, your baby's heartbeat, and their position. So finally, what I wanted to talk about was his position, which has been breached this entire pregnancy. So he hasn't really moved. Once he started really becoming a baby, he's been always breached. So I think that he really likes his position. He just wants to, you know, give his mom a run for his money and put her through surgery, which we have scheduled for this week. At 16, 25 weeks, they mentioned C-section, but they were like, okay, you know, he'll probably flip, you know, give it time. So I kind of already had it in the back of my mind, but for it to become real, and, you know, we had to schedule the appointment at the hospital, our last, you know, appointment that we had, it was a crazy moment. It was very overwhelming. I felt very anxious. I'm not really good in hospitals. And the fact that I have to be awake through all of this is just a little overwhelming for me. But what are you gonna do? I got nothing to do. I have to have him this way. And I don't think he's gonna move. Literally feel his head in my sternum. I know where it is. He ain't going anywhere. I don't think so. So we have this surgery scheduled for this week, and I'm just relaxing and I'm trying to breathe through it and know that Justin will be there for me the entire time, like he's been this entire pregnancy. You know, I will see you guys on the other side, and I will let you know everything. I will give you guys a play-by-play, so any future moms will know the real on what's gonna happen if you have to have a C-section. I will give it to you. Wait for that. But I just wanted to end this and just say that nobody can give you any explanation of what pregnancy is until you go through it yourself. I thought I had an idea. I really had no clue. But it's the most amazing and rewarding journey, and at the end you get a baby out of it, your baby. And next up is meeting our baby. I just wanted to thank you guys for staying with me throughout this entire journey. And next up is meeting our son and making those cute little baby videos and giving you the play-by-plays and answering questions. So please leave anything you like below. You know, social media will be below, our PO box, and I just wanted to thank the fam, and I will see you guys when I'm a mom. Bye, fam. You can be my guiding light. Oh, belly shot. Company in the night. That's all I need, all I want. Basketball. I'm a basketball. For you to stay a little longer now, with arms around me like